Hello, 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 everybody. This is Dr. Shaniva Early, your craft doctor, and I'm here with the next video. I'm doing the June 2021 sheet load of cards, and I'm sure you've probably seen the other videos. This is the next one in the lineup for the 100 cards we're doing for the nonprofit. So June 2021 sheet load will yield us 8 cards for this with this sketch. So let's get started right in. I'm using several different things today. On this video because I'm back at home and I have choices. So the paper I'm using, we need 4 6x6 pattern paper sheets, and I'm taking it from Countryside Cottage. And I decided to pick the little birds, this paper here, and this paper here, and that's pretty a good companion with each other for the color. Then I chose, and this is the paper pad, of course. Then I chose here. Oh, then I chose this green paper as one of the solid colors for that will be the solid colors for here and here. And of course the other white piece, because you need 3 solid colors. The other piece is just a white piece for my sentiment. Okay, the sentiment that I chose was from the new Lawn Fawn box. What's this box? This is not Lawn Fawn either, because I can't see. It's Diamond Press Just For You gift box. That one I just did the haul on. Oh, did I do the haul on before this video? I think that haul is after this video. You'll see the haul for this. Okay. So the reason why I picked this sentiment mainly is because it said thank you, and it also fit in my field of view in the die. What I'm cutting it out in. I'm cutting it out using these Marvy punches that I had, because I just didn't feel like breaking out the dies, doing them one by one, when I could just punch really quickly. So let's put this. Well, you know what? This is my all-in-one. I'm trying to still get acclimated to using my little all-in-one, and so that'll be too much headache. I'm not about to deal with that, but I'll use it when I'm cutting. So I'm going to put that right on that stamp plate. And what color do we want to use? Since we're doing blues, let's pull out one of our dark blue colors. Excuse my reach. That's not dark blue, that's turquoise. Oh, I was hoping it was a dark blue. See, this is more, well, this one is Midnight Minute. Let's use that one, because this one is more of a turquoise color. Then a blue. And that's coming from my Heartfelt Rack. Okay, you know what? Okay, Shaniva, use some energy. Excuse me, y'all. See my little pajamas. Y'all know I take a shower and put on the new pajamas because I don't go outside if I don't have to. These are my new puffy chalk inks. So let's pull out one of these blues and see if that's going to. Where did my paper go? Oh, let's see if it's going to match. Yeah, I think that'll match our paper. Let's use this and see how it works. Might as well use some stuff we have access to. Okay, this is chalk ink too, y'all. So we need 8 of these stamped. Okay. And what I was thinking about doing was doing some decoration on here, but there's a lot going on in the background, so I decided against it. Okay, let's chalk it up. Let's chalk it up. Oh, man. One thing when you're actually stamping that it'll be a good idea to do when you're using these flat stamps, get a softer surface to work on, like that. Get a surface to work on, and it'll help you press down and get a better impression, okay? See how good that impression is? Let me bring you a little bit closer. Yep. And so we need 8 of these. And this video is a little bit longer than some of the other ones. And that's only because I'm doing a step-by-step on this one. Which I may not do on other ones. But see, the cushioning power of this mat makes that stamp so much better. Okay, let me see. I got y'all all the way back in. Let me back y'all back out so you won't be all in the tonsils. Ooh, too far. There we go. Okay, and try not to stamp too hard that you get this feathering look. You want a crisp, clean stamp, and you can hold it there and you'll get a nice clean image, and that's what you want. And I'm kind of spreading it out. I don't have to use this much room, but since I'm using my punches, that is why I'm doing that. Choop. How many is that? 5. Hello, puppy. What do you want, cousin? Oh, that's China. Yes, China. You gotta go outside? Puppies want to go outside. Okay. Okay, I know you, cousin. Hold on. Pausing you. Okay. You know, every time. 3, 6, 7. Every time, cousin got to be on camera. That's one thing I love about the pause button. Even though I'm doing them live, I get to pause for life. Okay. Now, let's close this back up. And this is it's called Powder Puff Chalk Ink in Ocean Blue. And this is from that company that I showed you, Shop Quick Quotes. The problem with this video is this video may be coming out before the haul video, or before it's going to come out today, because I'm actually literally taping these today. So they're the continuation page of my other of my time away, and that video has not been edited because I didn't get it to my editor. I'm going to get it to my editor on tomorrow. I'm gonna give her the information, because when I have to do stuff I don't like to do, I find somebody who like to do it and give it to them and pay them for their work. That's what you have to do for people. Let people do their job, and you'll get a much professional look and feel to your project. Okay, all I'm doing is just cutting to get some space, and there we go. Punching these out. I was thinking about corner rounding these, so I might grab the corner rounder. Sorry for the noise of this punch. I know it probably is annoying. It probably is annoying. And I know some of you be like, boy, she is wasting a lot of paper. I do. It's just sometimes it's easier for me to do it this way. I'm definitely not a paper hoarder, as it were. I will throw paper in the garbage. I don't throw it away in trash. I throw it in recycle. So I do that. If I have any kind of projects or whatever, I will take the paper and put it in recycling, because it's just too many scraps to try to keep up with all the time. So I'll put it in recycling. Because the problem is I have too much paper. And everybody be like, there's no such thing as too much paper. It is when you get so baffled you don't know what to pick and what to use for what project, and you don't know what to do because you have so many choices. Give me 2 choices so I can be quick about my decision making and not stand here all day making a decision. Because that's why you see me use some of the same things over and over. It's because too many choices, and I don't want to use it, it's too cute. And then you have it for 7 years, and it's so cute that you still have it 7 years later. You never do anything with it. Okay, so now we have our cut pieces. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's our cut pieces. We have our paper, 6 by 6 paper. And then we have on the sheet load, there's a cutting guide that you use for this. Okay, so put this back where it goes, and we'll look at the cutting guide for it. So let's look at the cutting guide. Her cutting guides are super simple, so you'll be able to do what you need to do quickly. Okay, so one of the cutout sheets, CS2, was the white sheet that I punched. She has circles. I'm using squares. Okay, the pattern. They're back. Hold on. Okay, so this is the pattern paper, and the pattern paper needs to be cut in 3 by 4 1/4 and 3 by 1, and the 3 by 1 is then cut in half. Okay, so this is going to be some quick work. Let's do this. Okay, so we're going to take, well, you know what, I can take 2 sheets at one time and do this. Let's remove that, and we're going to put this at 3, and all we're doing for this is cutting it in half. Okay, and then we're going to take this piece and take it to 4 1/4. And if you could see my little thingy here, I was like, every time I had to figure out what that 4 1/4 was, it used to get on my nerves. So what I did was I marked it. I marked my 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, because that's the most popular lines I use. Okay, so that's those 4 pieces, 3 by 4 1/4. And then these little pieces here are the 3 by 1. So all I need to do is just put this right here, which is the reason why I didn't move it far away from me, and cut it, and do the same for this little piece right here. And cut it. And so now that's 4 pieces done, and I'm going to repeat that with these 2 pieces. Be right back. Okay, so we got all of those cut. The next thing to cut is the 2 sheets of 8 by 10, and these are the sheets that's going to make the outer border. So we cut the pattern paper 3 by 4 1/4, and so that means we need to make this 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So they're telling you that you need some of the matte layers for these pieces. So we're going to cut these a little bit bigger, and we're going to cut them first. So we need to cut these 1 1/4, going on down that bottom edge. And it's not a problem cutting them this way and getting 4 1/4. Or is it 8? Oh no, because you just cut it in half. So that's 1 1/4. And then we're going to turn this and cut it at 4 1/4, which is just half the sheet of paper. Okay, so that gave us 4 sheets, and we're going to now take this part and we're going to cut this into 4 1/4 by 4 1/2. 4 1/2. No, that should be 3 1/8. No, that's 3 1/4. We're going to cut this 3 1/4 like that. We're going to do that again. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. Right there. We're going to hold this piece because we're going to do the other 4, or the other 4 small pieces. We're going to take this piece and we're going to turn it and cut this to 4 1/2. So really the sheet loads is, when we're doing our sheet loads, it's really more or less cutting the paper that's going to take the longest. And you see, all I did was cut a matte layer. That's it. Okay. So we're going to just cut this down to 4 1/2. And did I was supposed to have 3 sheets of this? No, 2 sheets. That's good. 4 1/2. And I love these sheet loads because you can get a bunch of cards made using the sheet loads. And if you change up your paper, you can make it a little bit more elegant. If you don't, you can make it not so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's 8 of those. And then this little piece here, you want to cut it to 1 1/4 inches. Line it up straight. You want to cut this, making sure I have it. Yep. You want to cut it to 1 1/4 inches. And then just cut this to 4 1/4. And that'll give me my other pieces. Okay, so we got 4 here. That's 2, 4, 6, and 8. That's that. Okay, so I think that's all the cutting we had to do. Why did I pull out 4 sheets of that paper? Oh, I know why. Because I want to do this piece here. I want to cut it out with this. So that's why I pulled out an extra sheets. So all we have to do is just cut this 8 times, because this is going to be the matte layer to our words. 3, 4. Sorry for the loudness of this noise. 2, 3, 5, 6. I'll go over here so then I can cut out it. Holy moly. Holy moly. Let's use our big scissors. And all I'm going to do is just cut right into this piece and this piece. So I can slide this in here and save part of this paper. I might need it for something in these projects. Okay, so that made 8 mat layers. Sorry about that. I was putting them back in the drawers where they go. Try to put everything back up and clean as I go. Okay, so that's this piece. So this is all garbage. This is all trash. And that is all the cutting we have to do. We are ready to assemble. So you literally spend your first little bit of time cutting out your pieces. And then after that, it's all assembly. It's all assembly. So look how quickly this card will come together. Okay, let's sit this over here. Move this out the way. And all we have to do is grab our card bases. Okay. Let's grab some card bases. It's funny because I have so many card bases, but when Crafter's Companion stopped doing A2 size, I lost all of my card bases ability. Extra card bases. And so I don't have A2. I have all A2 envelopes, but not card bases. Okay, so what we're going to do is create them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I had to go grab my cutter back out. And we're just going to cut these in half. 5 1/2. No, that should be 4 1/4. No, that's right, 5 1/2. See, what happens on this board, it looks weird because you're thinking you're cutting over here, but you're cutting over here. So that's half of the sheet. But it just looks like it's in a weird spot, but it's not. It is in the right spot. So this is some totally from scratch card bases, everything. And I'm sure I have some A2 card bases. Well, you know what? I'm sure I probably don't have any because I generally use the ones that come in the kits. I probably do somewhere in the Crafter Companion boxes. Maybe not, because when they start switching to 4x6s, they're with all of my A2 card bases. Okay, and then for this, in order to score these card bases, you just flip that piece over and grab this out, and I'm just going to score at 4 1/4. see why I put that line there? So I can see it. And we'll get a crisp bone fold from it. And you can do that anywhere on the board because that line is there. And I love that part. Okay, I'm back after I finish doing all these. Okay, here is our card bases. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so now it's just rinse and repeat. You have your sheet load, you have your card bases, you have all of your cut pieces. All of these. And remember, we have to cut these pieces in half to make them fit on what we're doing. And this is our mat layers for those pieces and our words. So this is going to be how these cards are going to come together. And I'll just do one because you don't really want to see me do this 15 times. And then when I'm done with that one, we'll see what it looks like at the end. Okay? Okay. Okay, so the cutting guide, it looks like, okay, I got everything done with the cutting guide. So I'm going to go back to the front of the sheet load page, okay? And I'm just going to follow the directions. So this is the card bases. You make sure your card base is pointed to the right direction. I'm just going to put that right there. And then I'm going to take this piece with my tape gun and pull this up closer to me. It's my tape gun stand thing. Get this out of my working area. You want to bring you down some more? Yeah, there. Okay, so we're going to mat this first. And I mat 3 sides. Like that. And then we're going to just take this straight over. To our card base. I'm going to make sure my little birdies are facing upward. And this goes directly in the middle of the card base, just like that. Or something close to it. Then this piece here, it layers all the way across the card. Okay, so this piece you lay across, and I'm just randomly picking a spot, and then you take this piece, which is the opposite of whatever you're working with, and cut this piece in half. So I'm just gonna roughly, that's about half to me. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to mat it on this side. And see, that's not even cut straight. But let's see how much is it going to matter. Mat this piece on this side. And now it looks like that. Then we're going to take our little piece here. And we're going to mat this in this little bracket piece. Just like this. And I'm going to flip that over. And I'm going to come over here and grab some of these pop dots. And I'm going to put this, always put one in the middle. Even if you don't want to flood your card with a lot of pop dots, always put one in the middle. And if you put it in the middle because you don't want this to sink in like this. So if you have pop dots everywhere except in the middle, it'll sink. And you don't even really have to take that pop dot protective piece off, because it's just there for just what I said, a protective piece to keep this card base up. So I'm going to straighten this up and I'm going to put this on there. And so that piece is protected in the middle and your sides are good. And there you have it. The sheet load of cards for the month of June 2021. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me, and look out for the next video, July 2021 sheet load of cards. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.